Beside the wide expanse of fine and sandy shore, and at the foot of the mountain covered green, I built my hut in the grove's delight to seek in the woodland's tranquillity serene, repose for my mind and for my grief's refrain. Fragile nipa is its roof, bamboo frail its floor, with rough timber its pillars and beams are made. It is true my sylvan shack is naught but poor, but in the mountain lap in dreams it is laid. Day and night the sea lulls it and gives it serenade. An affluent brook that from the shady confine descends between rocks bathes it lovingly, and a jet of water regales it through a rough pipeline that in silent night is song and melody, and crystalline nectar during the heat of day. When the sky is serene, the stream gently flows, its hidden citern plays incessantly. But when the rains come, its current impetuous jumps over rocks and depths, bubbling, raucous, foamy, roaring madly toward the sea.
The barking of dogs, the chill of wind warblers, and only the callow's hoarse voices come to me. No importunate neighbors or vain intruders impose themselves upon me or obstruct my way. Near me, I have only the forest and the sea. The sea is everything. Its dominant domain brings to me the atoms of being far away. Its smile, like a clear morn, enlivens me. And when in the afternoon my hope vain proves to be, the heart finds reflection in its melancholy. At night, it's a mystery. Its lucid sphere is overspread with thousands and thousands of light. A refreshing zephyr wanders, the heavens flare, the waves sigh, tell the soft breeze in its flight of stories that were lost in the past dark night. They say of the earth that at the first glimpse of morn, its bosom was inflamed by the sun's first glimmer, and thousands of living things from the were born, which the abyss and lofty mountain summit, where and it planted its fructifying kiss everywhere.
But when the winds become mad in a darksome light, and restless waves begin to agitate, cries rend the air that fill the spirit with fright, mixed voices, prayers, sighs that reverberate of people on sea, that from sight did dissipate. For a time thereafter the mountains up high rebound, the trees keep swaying to and fro there and here, the cattle cry aloud, the thick roofs resound, to the prayer there bound their spirits' prayer. The funeral feast by the dead are summoned there. The night hisses, hisses, perplexing and frightening. Green-blue flames aglow on the sea, by the eyes are caught. But with the next dawn stillness is returning, and soon comes fishing a reckless little boat, and on the exhausted waves begins to float. Thus, in my obscure retreat, the day passed by, from the world where at one time I lived, torn away. For my fortune rare I admire our God on high. A lost pebble, clad with moss, wish I to be, to hide from all the gift I have in me.
I live with the memories of those I've loved before, and uttered now and then their names I hear. Now some are dead, some think of me. But what does it matter? The thoughts of old I bear, and no one can wrest from me the yesteryear. It is my faithful friend which hurts me there. When it sees me sad, it consoles my soul. In my sleepless night, it watches me with prayer. With me in my exile, dwells in Sylvan. It alone gives me faith when I am doubted by all. I have it, and one day I await. We shine when thoughts over brutal force will come along. That other voice, more sonorous, happier than mine, next to the struggle and the suffering long, shall know then how to sing the tranquil song. So pure and refulgent, I see the sky aglow, as it was when I fashioned my first illusion. The same wave I feel that kissed my withered brow, the same that met aflame my keen emotion, and made the
I
young
breathe the
heart
aura that
seethe with
perhaps passed
passion.
over the fields and rivers of my native town, bringing back to me what to it I've confided before, the kisses in the sighs of an adored one my own, the dulcet secrets of a love first known. As I see the same moon, silvery as before, I feel the old sorrows drifting back to me, awakening memories of love and faith I swore, a patio, terrace, a bower, and the side of the sea, silences and sighs, the blushes of ecstasy. A butterfly that feels thirsty of color and light, I dream of other skies and white strands more. I left barely a youth, my loves and native sight, and wandering around, no doubts, no fears I bore. I spent the spring of my life in foreign shore. And like a weary swallow, I later wished to return to the nest of my love and my parents' home. A windstorm so strong unexpectedly whisked, my wings were broken, in ruins was my dome. Trust sold to others, destruction to all has come.
Of my adored land cast upon a rock, without a home, poor in health, and doomed my future. My golden, roseate dreams to me again flock, of my whole life, my only wealth and treasure. The beliefs of a youth, so vigorous and sure. You're not as you were before, full of fire and grace, that toast 1,000 crowns to immortality. I find you somewhat serious, but your darling face, if it's not so bright, hues shorn of intensity, on the other hand, has the mark of fidelity. You offer me, O illusions, the cup of delight. You come to awaken my youthful years gone by, that at the right time you've stopped my uncertain flight. Thanks to you, O tempest, thanks, O winds of the sky, and upon the soil of my country you've caused me to die, beside the wide expanse of fine and sandy shore, and at the foot of the mountain covered green, I found in my land an abode in the sylvan core, and 'neath its shady woods quietness serene, repose for my mind and from my griefs refrain.